I think one of the biggest misconceptions in country music is that all women in country look and sound the same. And I think this is a perfect example of 5 badass women that have different voices, different looks, different stories to tell. And goes against that grain.
This is Live at the Hall from the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. This week, 5 of CMT's Next Women of Country share their music and stories. Hosted by the program's creator, Leslie Fram, here are Ashland Craft, Miko Marks, Priscilla Block, Hailey Whitters, and Lily Rose.
Well, we're going to get right into it because Abby did such an amazing job of introductions. And she's right. Everyone has a story and a different trajectory. And a lot of it is resilience. So we want to talk about everyone's story about how they got here. And we're going to start with the amazing Ashland Craft.
Hello. Thank you, Leslie.
So, Ashland, I've got to read this quote because when your EP came out, Traveling Kind, I totally remember there was a song that you did on this record with Marcus King, and I remember, wow, this woman knows how to deliver a song. You really do. There's something about you can just sing a song, but you know how to deliver a song. But American Songwriters said, there's a new country badass in town, and her name is Ashland Craft.
Thanks, guys.
Tell us a little bit about your story and how you got here.
Well, it's not a super crazy one. I've always known I wanted to sing growing up, ever since I've been little. I feel like I sang before I talked, and I'm sure it's probably the same way for a lot of us up here. But yeah, I always grew up watching CMT, and that was the epitome of what I loved in country music, and I always hoped that one day I could get here. Didn't know how I was going to make it happen. I went to hair school after I graduated high school because it was like maybe this is what I'll be doing. But then I got the opportunity to do The Voice in 2017, which really opened up a lot of doors for me, and then started visiting to Nashville every weekend for about 6 months, playing at Old Red to pay for the trip to get down here. And then finally I made the move. I had a lot of amazing people that really helped me along the way and get to where I needed to be. So I'm grateful for them for taking me under their wing. Like I said, I grew up in South Carolina, and before I traveled a lot, I worked in a dive bar for 2 years and singing in the house band, just trying to sing whenever I could. And I finally got to start traveling around a little bit. And as time went on, you kind of meet people here and there, and you have relationships like we all do when we, meet somebody we really like. But there was one person in particular in Georgia that I just could not get past in this particular instance, and I just kept getting hung up on him just because he was a great guy. So on the way back home, I believe the day that we kind of broke up, I had this idea in my head, and I brought it to 2 of my very good friends, Willie Morrison and Reed Isbell. And I was like, I don't know what this is, but I have this song, it's Make It Past Georgia, and let's write it. So we ended up writing it, and it's ended up being my top streamed song on my debut album. So thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for listening. If you haven't checked it out, please feel free to do so. Again, my name is Ashland Craft. Thank y'all for being here. Dad was kinda had a way about him. I really thought we had a thing. He even talked about a couple acres once or twice in New Orleans. Learned to stay away from Birmingham. He could never get his shit together. I bet he could have been a real good man, but the bottle never makes you better. Oh, no, I never had trouble leaving them behind me. Oh, no, it never took much to move on. I left Texas in the red dirt dust. It was easy leaving Louisiana. I hit 80 in a 55, just trying to cross that Bama line. Don't miss a thing about Mississippi. Carolina keeps calling me, but I can't can't seem to make it past Georgia. Sitting here at the same old stop sign underneath the Savannah sky. Hang a ride, it'll take you to the coastline where we'd sit and talk all night. Turn left and you'll get to Macon, where he took me to his favorite bar. Hit straight, it'll dance, you'll take you right to where I broke his heart. I left Texas in the red dirt dust. It was easy leaving Louisiana. I hit 80 in a 55, just trying to cross that Bama line. Don't miss a thing about Mississippi. Carolina keeps calling me, but I can't seem to make it past Georgia. Yeah, I get through it and drive, swear to goodbye. Never think twice now, never look back. Said I'm sitting right here, spinning my wheels, stuck on what we had. Come on, y'all. I left Texas in the red dirt dust. It was easy leaving Louisiana. I hit 80 in a 55, just trying to cross that Bama line. Don't miss a thing about Mississippi. Carolina keeps calling me, but I can't seem to make it past Georgia. Oh no, I can't seem to make it past Georgia. Wonder if Georgia's still thinking about me.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for singing along.
Please welcome Miko Marks. Not only is Miko one of our next women of country, she's also in our brand new Equal Access program, partnered with M Theory. We're the M Theory folks here, Cameo Carlson and team. So Miko has a different story as well. Miko was in Nashville 10, maybe a little over 10 years ago, and things didn't quite work out, as happens for so many artists. So she took a back seat, but guess what? She came back, and she came back bigger than ever. And talk about resilience. And Miko, you have great stories. She was telling me about how her son now thinks she's cool. Her son was on the road with Billie Eilish, but he knows mom is cool. So Miko, tell us a little bit about your story.
Well, first of all, this is so surreal for me to be here after all these years. I got started in 2003. I released 2 albums back then, and I was told by major record labels that the music was good, but I wouldn't sell. And so fast forward to 2022, I've released a new album called Our Country and an EP called Race Records, and I just didn't give up, you know. I'm not gonna tell y'all how old I am, but I'm the oldest one up here. And I just didn't give up, and fast forward to now, Next Women of Country, Equal Access, and I'm given a second chance, and I'm really grateful for it, and I can't wait to share the music with you. So this next song is called Lay Your Burdens Down, and it's not out yet. It'll be out this fall, but I want to lay it on you to take home with you. Yeah, I think so.
Long is the road you've traveled a while, heavy the load that you bear, though sorrow has followed you every mile, there is hope in the midst of despair. For the angels are lifting your head to the
the sky, where trouble and heartache shall cease, and you'll get a taste of that sweet by and by. Here and now you will find your release. You can lay your burdens down. In the Spirit there's rest for your soul. When the waves of a storm rage all around, peace like a river will roll. Oh, peace like a river will roll. Dark are the days when you walk alone. Cold is the ground where you sleep. And though your heart may be weary of turning to stone, these healing waters run deep. So be not disheartened, be not dismayed. The sunlight is breaking on you, and the angels are singing. Be not afraid, they're coming to carry you through. You can lay your burdens down. In the Spirit there's rest for your soul. And when the waves of a storm rage all around, peace like a river will roll. Oh, peace like a river will roll. Let it roll. Ooh, let it roll. Peace like a river, yeah. Let it roll. Oh, let it roll. Peace like a river. Let it roll. Peace like a river. Ooh, peace like a river will roll. Oh, peace like a river will roll. Thank you.
Welcome, Priscilla Block, everyone. And it's interesting because Priscilla, what I love about Priscilla Block is a lot of people thought, oh, well, you know, she blew up on TikTok and then that was it. No, this girl worked so hard, was relentless in touring and playing Broadway and writing songs, and her new EP is, the songwriting is just exceptional, and now she's got this amazing tour, and I think you just sold out the UK maybe, so tell us about your story, Priscilla Block.
Hi, guys. Well, I kind of started across the street, not gonna lie. I moved to Nashville in 2014, fresh out of high school. I didn't know anybody when I moved to town, and there's a Jack Daniel's bar on the back side of the Bridgestone, and I used to play there like every single day and just, you know, kind of work all the jobs that we kind of all have to pay my bills. And yeah, it's kind of been a wild ride. Nashville's a little different than you think it is, and there was just many times that you're just like, all right, well, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Harry? But 2020 was kind of the year that changed it all for me. I happened to be like 4 months behind on my rent, and I thought that it was kind of the out. And I decided to hop on social media. And while the world was shut down, I was like, if I can't play in the bars, then I'm gonna go figure out how to do social media. And I hopped on TikTok, and my life just kind of changed, and that's the only reason I'm here today. So, and obviously Leslie and everybody at CMT, I mean, it's been wild, and it was kind of the worst year of my life, but the best year, and here we are, and it's really cool, you know, just being across the street, and then now here we are, and here it's just wild, and I'll probably cry, so just get ready. This next song is my current one at country radio, which is just kind of crazy. I'll tell you one thing, you'll learn a lot about me really quick, but I'll never be the girl that leaves any bar because somebody I do not like is there, okay? Yeah, it's like I'll drink my beer, and if you want to leave, you can, but I'll be here in the meantime, you know what I mean? I ran into this girl, she was crying in the bathroom, and I was like, what's wrong? She's like, my ex is here. I'm like, girl, you better get up. This is your bar. You look hot. And if he wants to leave, he can. So that's kind of where this song comes from. It's called My Bar. 1, 2, 3. I come here every Wednesday. I love the band. Always sit in the same place. Cold beer in my hand. They know me by name. My go-to drink. Yeah, I come here every Wednesday. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the door guy checking your ID. Don't come walking in like you own it, you own it. I hate to break it to you, you don't, yeah, you don't. You think you're such a star, but here's the funny part, no one even knows who you are. This is my bar. Yeah, this is my bar. Hell yeah, it is. Been coming here for a long time. Before I met you, don't act surprised when you see me, like you didn't have a clue that I'd be here tonight, wearing those jeans you like. Been coming here for a long time. Don't come walking in like you own it, you own it. I hate to break it to you, you don't, yeah, you don't. You think you're such a star, but here's the funny part, no one even knows who you are. This is my bar, come on. Yeah, this is my bar. Yeah. Don't even buy that round, just stop before you start. Go to your side of town, it really ain't that far. This is my bar. Yeah, this is my bar. Yeah. Don't come walking in like you own it, you own it. I hate to break it to you, you don't, yeah, you don't. You think you're such a star, but here's the funny part, no one even knows who you are. This is my bar. Yeah, this is my bar. Nashville. This is my bar. Yeah, this is my bar. I come here every Wednesday. I love the band. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hailey Whitters. Hailey, there have been a lot of words that have been thrown out about Hailey, authenticity in her songwriting. And, you know, it's funny because a lot of artists want to be in the room with big songwriters. Well, what I have to say about Hailey is that all the big songwriters want to be in the room with Hailey Whitters. And it's true. So, and she jokes around about how it took her 12 years to be in this 10-year town. So, Hailey, tell us your story.
Yeah, well, that is true. 12 years. I'm now 14 years into a 10-year town, but yeah, I moved here a long, long time ago, and all I ever wanted to do was sing country music, and I thought if I just hung on, it would happen for me. And similar stories, you know, of all the meetings, being rejected, being told we have enough girls already, girls are expensive, but I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go back to waiting tables, I'm gonna make a record, I'm gonna pay for it, I'm gonna put everything I have into it, and if it doesn't work out, I'll hang it up, I'll move on home to Iowa and say that I tried and feel good about the record that I made. And I dropped that song, 10-Year Town, and it turned everything around for me. So it's the reason I'm here today, and Leslie, folks like you, CMT, giving us a voice, a platform to tell our stories. You are so much a part of the reason that we're all up here today. So thank you. Thank you all for coming out here to Nashville, Tennessee, coming and hanging with us at the Hall of Fame. Thank you, Leslie, for bringing us to country music fans. And thank you, country music fans, for keeping us here, chasing this dream. We could not be doing it without y'all. Yeah. 14 years, I guess. It's 15 years this year, I guess. But I am finally getting to say I have my first ever single going to country radio later this month, y'all. Dreams come true. So we're gonna do that one for you. It has a little bit of crowd participation. How you feeling? You wanna do some claps? Ethan, should we teach them some claps? I'm gonna say, I'm everything she is and everything she ain't. Yeah, let's do it. Come on, y'all. Come on. Ready? All the way up there. I'm everything she is and everything she ain't. Let's do it. Also, y'all give it up for Ethan Burks on the guitar back here. She ain't a peach, you ought to be picking. She ain't the cup of tea you ought to be sipping. She treats you like you're broke, like you need fixing. You ain't getting nothing back from all that you're giving. If you're good with who you're kissing, say la vie. But I can show you what you're missing. Yeah, boy, I can be the whiskey in your soda, the lime to your Corona, shotgun in your Tacoma, the Audrey to your Hank. She's got a little style and a Hollywood smile, but believe me, honey, good as money in the bank. I'm everything she is and everything she ain't. Woo-hoo! She sees diamonds, but I'm seeing stars. You should leave her on an island, dance with me in this bar. Honey, there's plenty of fish in the sea, but if you take a second look, you'll see there's only one of me. The whiskey in your soda, the lime to your Corona, shotgun to your Tacoma, the Audrey to your Hank. She's got a little style and a Hollywood smile, but believe me, honey, good as money in the bank. I'm everything she is and everything she ain't. Yeah. Usually we have a fiddle in the band. She's all wrong for you. I'm just the girl next door. You know it's right as rain. The whiskey in your soda, the lime to your Corona, shotgun in your Tacoma, the Audrey to your Hank. She's got a little smile and a Hollywood smile, but believe me, honey, good as money in the bank. I'm everything she is and everything she ain't. Yeah, I'm everything she is and everything she ain't. Woo-hoo! Y'all made my morning.
What can I say about Lily Rose? I know she's so tired of me talking about this, but she is a trailblazer. Lily reached out to me, and I love it when artists reach out because she believed in herself and she believed in her music, and so did I. And I heard stuff that I hadn't heard before. I was like, this is so different and fresh and amazing. And I love the fact that she did believe in herself, and she made it happen for herself because of that confidence level. I do think she's a trailblazer. Lily Rose, tell us about your story.
I mean, that word, it never gets old because it's really humbling, so thank you for that. But yeah, Leslie, you were maybe the first person in town to ever hear Villain. I
remember that, and I was obsessed with it.
Yeah, we met Valentine's Day of 2020, and shortly after the tornado hit and COVID hit, so that was awesome. And everything kind of came to a standstill, and I've been between Athens, Georgia, and then moving to Nashville 5.5 years ago. I've been working every job and booking my own tours forever, also trying to make the dream come true. And I was like, I'm not getting on TikTok. That's for kids. And my good friend Priscilla Block was example A of you can get a record deal. And I said, do as the Romans do. So I got on there because of you. And now I'm sitting on this stage too, very humbled. I think one of the biggest misconceptions in country music is that all women in country look and sound the same. And I think this is a perfect example of 5 badass women that have different voices, different looks, different stories to tell. And goes against that grain, that's for sure. But I'm gonna do my first song with the one that got me on this stage. So if you guys know it, sing along. It's called Villain. Let's go. Yeah, I've heard things go round and round through this town like a two-lane. Yeah, I heard them say, I never loved you. Found someone new, gave up too soon, but that's half the truth. One point of view, you can be the hero, I can take the fall. If that's how your story goes, say it's not my fault. Wherever else you sleep at night, you can make me the bad guy, make 'em all believe it. If that's how you're feeling, I can be the villain. Oh, 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 oh. It didn't have to be the way you made me play the part, the enemy. But they'll start to say, that ain't me. You can be the hero, I can take the fall. That's how your story goes, say it's not my fault. Wherever else you sleep at night, you can make me the bad guy, make 'em all believe it. If that's how you're feeling, I can be the villain. Whoa, whoa, y'all sing it, come on. Whoa, 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 yeah. I can be the villain. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I tried to make us work it out, but I couldn't save us. I couldn't save us. Y'all sing the chorus if you know it. Come on. You can be the hero, I can take the fall. If that's how your story goes, say it's not my fault. Wherever else you sleep at night, you can make me the bad guy, make 'em all believe it. If that's how you're feeling, I can be the villain. Oh, 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 yeah. I can be the villain. Thank you so much.